Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we will see that how to implement Yarp load balancing, or along with that in Yarp load balancing is mostly configured based, or along with that once you add multiple destinations, so Yarp automatically load balances between them. So let's go step by step, including how it works internally, strategies, and how to verify it. Okay. So let's jump to directly into the code, or let me verify you the things as well. Okay, so guys, there is an important update that I have already created a video regarding Yarp API gateways. So just to check out the link in the description box of this video if you want to learn that how to create the API gateways. Okay, or along with that you like we will understand the API gateway as well here. Okay, so like if you want to if you want detailed version of the API gateway, so just check out the link, otherwise you can continue with this video as well. Okay, so let me tell you one thing that what you need to hear. First, let's go through the project structure that we have created here. So this is the order services or user services. In this thing, we have controllers and order controller have a very basic API that we are using here, which is the get orders, or simply it is returning me array of the orders. Okay, or the same thing is also have defined in the users controller as well. So this is how we define the structure of these services. Or now let's create an API gateway. Okay, in the API gateway project we will define the load balancing as well. Okay, just select your ASP.NET Web API new project, or I would love to name it as a API gateway project. Okay, or simply I will just click on the next. Thereafter it is asking me to install the framework, so I just want to create the template in the .NET 10, or just click on the create button. After the creation of this template in your project, there are a lot of things that we need to do in the API gateway. So let's see, or I will show you one by one as well. Okay, so let me close this overview of API gateway. I don't need the controller folder here, so simply I will just delete it here. Along with that, if I go through the app settings.json, okay, so we will do it later in this video. uh, I don't need this weather forecast model. Along with that, when I go to the program CS, I don't want to add any controllers because I have removed the controller folder. Along with that, I don't want to map the controllers as well, otherwise it will give me a error while in the runtime. Okay, let's what you need to hear, simply first we need to install the Yarp reverse proxy NuGet package in the API gateway project. Okay, so simply I will just check the project. After that I will install this package in my API gateway project. Okay, so Yarp reverse proxy is a is a package that gives you the power to integrate the Yarp reverse proxy in your applications. Okay, or so that we won't face any issues further in this video. Or guys, Yarp is a product of the Microsoft, so that it is a trusted package as well. So that's why we are working with the Yarp as well. Or if you are working with the Ocelot, so everybody is shifting their microservices to the Yarp. So you should always choose the Yarp reverse proxy whenever you work with the API gateways or load balancing in the microservices. Okay, so I have installed the Yarp reverse proxy package. After that, what you need to hear, simply let me go to the app setting.json, or I need to configure so many things here. Okay, so we need what I will do here, first let's create another user services. We want to see that how the users, how the load balancing works. Along with that, I will tell you the API gateways as well. Okay, in this video as well, it is the upgraded version of the previous video as well. Okay, so I will add a new project here. Okay, so just add a new item. not item, we need to add the project here. Okay, so just click on the add or new project. After that, click this web API template, or simply I will just name it as a user service 1. Okay, or thereafter I will click on the next. I will choose the target framework as a .NET 10, or just click on the create button. Thereafter, like we have created these two projects. Okay, so or we need to keep the same code in the user services one, as the user service. Okay, so simply I will just copy this controller. Okay, or paste it here. like uh, in case of load balancing, like what you need to hear, like whenever you working with a load balancing, so make sure that every instances should have the same code as well. Okay, a user should not feel any differences in the instances. Okay, so while they are working with the applications. Okay, so let's change the namespace here as well. Okay, so that everything looks perfect. Okay, so we have created the same project as well. Okay, or we have added the two instances with the same code, which is the user services or user service 1. Okay, now let's start working with the app settings. Okay, in the app settings, we need to define the API gateways. Okay, we will define the reverse proxies as well. Okay, let me show you something that in the dependencies in the package, you will see that the Yarp.ReverseProxy package is installed successfully. Okay, or let's start working with the reverse proxy here. Okay, so simply what I will do here, simply you need to define the reverse, you have to create the reverse proxy here. Okay, so like this. After that, in the reverse proxy, it is totally based on routes and clusters. Okay, so first you need to define the routes. After that, you will be able to work with the uh, clusters. Okay, so let's see that how the routes is created with the in the reverse proxy. Okay, so first I will define the routes. And the routes, like uh, I will define the what the route I will use here. So the route that I will use here, which is the user. Okay, let me check the one thing, user service. Okay, so let's name it as a user uh, route. Okay, so just name it here. Okay, after that you need to define the cluster ID as well. Okay, so this is the cluster ID that I am gonna to work here, or you can name it anything. So simply I will just name it as a user cluster. Okay, after that, I will define the match value as well. I will define how the cluster should map. Okay, so simply I will define the path. Will try to access the APIs as well. Okay, or you have to define the double star or catch all, which means that everything comes after any actions or any ideas will acceptable. Okay, so this is how the this is how we created the user routing. Okay, or whenever the user will hit this kind of endpoint, so simply it will directly land on this services. Okay, so we have two user services with the same endpoint. Okay, after that we will define the load balancer as well. Okay, so that's why I have created another instance of the user service with the same code. Okay, now let's define another route, is the orders route. Okay, so I will just name it as a orders routes. Okay, or along with that, now let's define the cluster ID of the order route. Okay, so cluster ID, or make sure that not like this. I need to define here. Okay, so orders cluster. Super. Okay. Now let's match your things like this. Okay, so I will match my cluster here. Okay, I will define the path that it will directly map to my APIs. Okay, so orders. After that, I will define it will catch all the parameters, all the actions through this endpoint. Okay, so we have defined the routes in the reverse proxy. Now it's time to define clusters as well. Okay, so first you need to create the clusters here. Okay, or we have created two clusters as well. Now I will work with the first I will work with the users cluster. Okay, so simply if I go there, so copy this cluster name here or paste it here. Okay, like we will start working with the user cluster. After that let me show you so many things here. Okay, like we will define the load balancing as well. Okay, so we have created two instances of the load balancing. Okay, for the load balancing. Okay, so let's see that how the load balancing works. Okay, so simply first you need to define the load balancing policy. Okay, or first I will choose the explicit way to define the load balancing. Okay, so I will choose the round robin algorithm. Along with that, our destination that I will choose here. So like I will define two destinations. Okay, so if I tell you like what's the destination is here. Okay, in case of the users. Okay, so like we have two instances of the user services, so I will just name as it is here. Okay, so just let me pin this solution explorer as well, so that it should be visible. So like user, so first destination that I will create here, which is the user service. After that I will define the address as well. Okay, so the address of the user service is like I will put the URL of the user service. Okay, so this is the uh, URL that it will directly land it here. Okay, or simply let me pin this app settings as well, so that everything looks good. Okay, so I will just paste it here. Okay, make sure that don't forget to add this slash here as well. Okay, after that I need to define another uh, instance here. Okay, so the another instance is user one service. Okay, or if you check that what's the URL is defined in the user one services, so that we can confirm that everything is working fine or not. So this is the 716 at. Okay, so this is the second uh, uh, endpoint, second URL of the user service. Okay, so like we have defined the load balancing like this on the users cluster. So like you know that what is the load balancing. Like if I tell you simple terms, like we have the multiple instances of the APIs. Okay, with the same code, or whenever the user tries, like it will distribute the traffic to each instances one by one, so that our application won't feel load as well. Okay, or you will, or your application will become the light as well, or it will give you the fast response as well. So this is why we need the load balancing in the ASP.NET Core. Okay, so like so you have implemented the load balancing on the user cluster as well. Okay, or now let's do work with the orders cluster as well. Okay, so like I want to do with the, like I want add load balancing on the orders cluster. Okay, so simply I will just name the orders cluster that I have created here. After that I will define the destinations as well. Okay, so destinations is like this is a destination I have created. Okay, or the destination that I am using, which is the order service. Okay, so the orders service, or guys, like trust me, like the Yarp load balancer or Yarp reverse proxy is a very phenomenal or very important thing to know, that how they work with each other. Okay, so this is how, this is why I like I bring this video for you. Or if you see the port number is the 7056. Okay, or I will just add the, okay, I forgot to add you URL as well. Let me see that what's the, okay, so this is 7056. Okay, or if I go there, let's paste it here. Super, like we have defined like we have integrated the API gateways on each services. Along with that, in the users cluster, in the user services, we have added the load balancing policies as well, okay. Or we have done all the things regarding all the basic things regarding the app settings, okay. And now let's move to the program CS as well. Like we need to register our load balancing as well, okay. So what I will do here, simply I will just go to the program CS. In the program CS, first you need to map your program CS that you have created there, okay. So let's see that the builder dot services dot add reverse proxy, okay. After that you need to load your configuration from the program CS, okay. So simply I'll just go to the configuration dot get section that we have defined there. After that the what's the section that I have created here, which is the reverse proxy section, or simply I will just use it here. So we have added the middleware like this, okay. Now let's use this middleware as well. So I will just use the app dot map reverse proxy. So this is how we have added the middleware of the reverse proxy as well, okay. So let's rerun this project, or we will confirm that everything is working fine or not, okay. Or let me add the let me copy the URL of the API gateway as well, okay. So simply I will just copy this URL, or I will just or I will try to access the endpoints of the orders or user services from this single endpoint, okay. So first I will configure the project startup as well, or go to the multiple startup projects. After that we have defined the things, okay. So I need to start this as well, or at the HTTPS. So click on the apply. After that, click on the okay. So we have added the such thing like this. Or let's start our project. Or till here uh, I will just replace the port number of my API gateway that we are using here, which is the 7267. Okay, so the 7267 in the users, or the 7267. Through this single endpoint, we will try to fetch the values from the orders and user services. Or I will tell you that how the things are working, or and you will see that how the load balancing is also working with the user services, okay. So let me see that the project is running or not. So it is taking time, so let's wait for building this project. After the things I will show you that how the APIs and how the responses we are getting through the API gateways and the load balancing as well. Or meanwhile, I want to tell you that guys, hit the like button, or share this video to your friends, your colleagues, your network as well, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love this video, if you love this content. Now let's run the orders API orders services, okay. So let's see that everything okay. So we are getting the response from the order services, okay. Or let me do something here as well, so that we can confirm that are we getting the response from the users services or the user one services, okay. So let me add the Rohan one here, okay, so that we can assure that okay, so we are getting the response from the user one on and the user services, okay. So we can we should always confirm the things are working properly or not, okay. Or now let's move to the user services. Or if I send the request, there you will see that the response we are getting the Rohan one. If I hit the request again, then you will see that Rohan. Or you will see that we are getting the response from the different instances of the user services through the load balancing, okay. So this is how we work with the load balancing in through the Yarp API gateways, okay. Or we have defined there what's the algorithm that we are using there, which is the round robin, okay. Or but round robin so for this local purpose, okay, we added the round robin here because like I want to show you it practically. But whenever you work with the high level of scaling or and the production mode, so what you need to here, simply just you need to uh, do very simple changes in the app settings of the API gateways. Okay, which is the let's move to the app settings here, or you need to change the algorithm, which is the power of two choices. Super. Like you need to define the things like this. Not, but if you if you have two instances, then you need to choose like this. But in case of if you have multiple instances, then you need to change you have to put the least requests load balancing policy. So these are the two load balancing policies when we work with the load balancer. Okay, or in case of a power of two choices, it is used by Netflix, Google, Amazon style systems. Okay, so like it's totally up to and it's totally up to your applications as well, like how you are gonna to create your microservices and what's the pattern you are following there. Okay, so if you love this video, so I just want to remind you that please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video with your friends, your colleagues, or whatever as well. So till then, take care guys, bye bye, have a good day.